We're here in Tinryland village with Jim Deane, and Jim is our local historian, and he's here as you see. Now I think we're having problems. This is our old pump. This pump has been here since, God, way back since I was a child. How long has this pump been here, Jim?
120 years.
120 years.
And it was the most important thing in the village to supply water. But at the minute, it's banjaxed. But this is where everyone would have come to get their water. We had no running water in the houses. So this pump is vital.
But there's no water today, Jim?
No, it's dry.
Now we're here in the village again, and we're looking at our church. This church now, it's not the original church. This church was renovated in 1974. And the reason I know it's 1974 is because 30 years ago I got married in this church. And it just after being renovated. But here we have, this was also more than likely, well, this is where Father Eamonn went to Mass when he was a child. And as I said, he comes home every year and he helps out in this parish. But to our left here, I'm going to let Jim Deane tell you all about this plaque.
Well, this plaque was erected in 1996, and as you can see, Tinryland was the first parish in Ireland to have road electrification in 1946. And before that, people depended on candles and lamps and had no electrical means. So it was a huge thing in this village and in the parish in 1946 when the first light was turned on.
Thank you, Jim. This is inside our local church, and as you can see at the moment it's empty. Recently we had a lot of
this wall here on the right hand side, it's at the back of the church. It's the last remaining piece of the old church that was built in Tinryland in 1832. It was built of mud wall and it was thatched, and that served the community during the middle 1800s until it was rebuilt.
This is the new part of the cemetery. I showed you earlier on the older part of the cemetery, but Jim tells me that there's 7 other graveyards in our parish. It's a beautiful evening and the sun is really, really shining, and we're looking out on the Collection Hills, and Father Eamonn will tell you all about the Collection Hills.
This building here is what we now call the handball alley, where children from the village come to play handball and other ball sports. It used to be a schoolhouse, and I'm not quite sure if it was a boys or girls school, but it was used as a schoolhouse before 1932 when Tinryland National School was built, which Josie will talk to you later about. And on the right hand side, the other building, which is the old parish hall now, was also a schoolhouse, and people from the village would have went to school here up until 1932, and afterwards this building was used up until the 1980s for the classroom. Now this is the Tinryland Trail Finder, and this is our parish of Tinryland, and we have 24 historical sites on it, identified. So sometime maybe when Father Eamonn comes back, and if some of you would like to come over with him, we'll bring you on a tour of all these sites while you're staying in Tinryland.
This is our post box. And Father Eamonn was saying that some of you are looking for pen pals. So if you get pen pals in Tinryland, this is where they'll be posting their letter. They'll be posting their letter from here to go over to you in Zambia. We're back here again at our pump. And they say, if at first you don't succeed, try and try again. Well, Jim has got water this time. And we've some local children here having a bit of fun.
I can't see!
Fresh water, Jim, nice water.
This was the old shop in Tinryland, and it was opened in 1946. The goods around that time was very basic, as Father Eamonn will tell you. There wasn't much on offer compared to what can be got today in shops in this country. This shop would have served the community since 1946 until 2 years ago when a new shop was opened in the village.
I see up in the window, Jim, here you have some local events going on.
That's right, there's a major road race coming up this year, the 25th running of the Rockford Roof Tile Road Race, which brings people from all over Ireland to the village. It would be classed, I suppose, one of the 5th or 4th major road races in this country.
How many miles would I have to run now?
4 miles.
And we're open to young and old, is it?
Everybody can take part in it.
Right.
There's a gentleman here, he was the winner in 1995. Daniel Gidembamba. Maybe some people out there might have heard of him, he was a top class athlete.
Now, you see, I see in this window here, Jim has some photographs of
founder members
of the athletic club. And as I can see, Father Eamonn's brother-in-law is one. Paddy Byrne.
The late Paddy Byrne. Jim Salter.
And the right is the late Sean Delaney. Now, we have also other photographs here of competitors in the Rockford Road Race over the years. This is Father Eamonn's nephew, Eamonn Byrne. And Eamonn is an athlete as well. He's been an athlete for years. He does an awful lot of work for the parish as well, and he's involved in the GAA, in the football club. And he is a young son now, and very much into the soccer, the football, into a lot of sports. Beautiful fresh water. We showed you the old shop of Jim Deane. Well, Jim Deane's son has opened a new shop across the road from the old one, and it's called Gala. And this is where all the people come to do their local shopping, to meet up and have a little chat.
And to buy their provisions.
We'll go inside and just see, can we see anybody that we know in here?
Just here is a range of mineral stuffs. As you can see, our children over here are blessed to have such a choice. Every type mineral you could imagine is here. And on this side, lovely cakes and confectionery. And over here then we have a range of meats and dairy products, which I suppose a few years ago in this parish and in the country were very hard to be got. Now you just walk into your local shop and pick up what you need. So hopefully it will continue that way and people will enjoy the prosperity and happiness in this country.
This is our local shop assistant, Olive Townsend, and Olive would just like to say hello to the people in Zambia.
No, that could not be, because that's all you're getting now.
I'm just looking out over some of the fertile land that surrounds the village of Tinryland. Castletown, Kyleballyhugh, Linkerstown and Ballaloo. Father Eamonn will explain to you that across this field was known as the Mass Path, where people would journey from the different areas that I've mentioned to come to Mass in St. Joseph's in Tinryland and also come to school. And often people came in their barefoot. This field has just been harvested recently, and the produce of it will go to make many, many loaves of bread, and will also be added into a nice drink over here called Guinness.
This is the back of our school, and recently the children put together this little seat that nobody would feel alone anymore. This is called a friendship seat. So if you're upset or after having an argument with one of your little pals or whatever, you can come over here and sit on this seat. And when you sit on this seat, the children will know that you want company. So they will come over and sit down beside you and be friends again. Now Jim is sitting on the seat on his own, so Jim is looking for a friend. So if anyone out there would like to be Jim's friend, you'll be my guest. Jim, I'd like to thank you very much for taking the time to come around with me around the village with a man called Jimmy Townsend. He's a councillor and a long-time friend of Father Eamonn's, and he would like to pass on a message to Father Eamonn.
I'm Jim Townsend. I'm a local public representative. I represent Tinryland and Carlow County Council. It could be said that Father McAvoy looks after the spiritual affairs of the parish, while I do my best to look after the temporal affairs. I am standing here in the parish of Tinryland on the path of what was the old coach road to Dublin. On my right hand side, as you can see, is Linkerstown graveyard and the ruins of a medieval church dating back to the end of the 13th century and the beginning of the 14th century. On my left hand side is an ancient burial site which dates back to approximately 3,000 years before Christ. The artefacts of which are available and on display in the National Museum in Dublin. I am now retired from farming and I have handed over to my son Clement. He has no livestock on the farm, but he concentrates entirely on tillage. Sugar beet and barley are the main crops which he grows. He also grows a wide range of vegetables and soft fruits which he sells locally. I remember Father Hayden when he worked and served his time in the hardware shop in Dials of the Shamrock in Carlow. At that time he was very kind and courteous and always willing to help. Anyone from the locality who went into the shop always wanted Eamonn Hayden to serve him. It came as a big surprise to many when he decided to enter the priesthood, and it must have taken great courage and conviction on his part when he decided that his ministry would at that time be on the African continent. I must say I look forward to his homilies at Mass in Tinryland during his visits home. He delivers his homilies with passion and conviction as he describes how he looks after the spiritual as well as the temporal needs of his flock. His homilies also help to bring us back to reality in this world and remind us that it's not so long ago that we were also a very poor country, not very much different than where Father Hayden works today. When it comes to practicing what he preaches, I firmly believe that Father Hayden has few equals. In my capacity as a public representative, Father Hayden has been an inspiration to me. I don't think he knows that, but I'm telling him that now. Because of his homilies, he has given me great strength to make political decisions which are not always popular, but which I firmly believe to be right, and often turn out right. On my own behalf and on Lily's behalf, I would like to wish Father Hayden good health to continue with the good work which he's doing in Zambia, and I know that that's what he would like himself.
Jimmy, we will walk through your crops and you can explain some of the crops. We're in a field that has recently been tillaged, is that right, Jimmy?
Yeah, this is where Clement grew a crop of barley, and as you can see the barley has been reaped and gone to the grain store. But you can see the bales of straw that were here, which a local farmer has charged.
We're here now in the soft fruit part of Jimmy's whatever, anyway. Jimmy's going to show you some strawberries.
No,
raspberries.
No, yeah, this is a raspberry crop here, where the raspberries have just been picked. Now what Clement will do now, he'll prune this and tie up raspberry canes for fruit next year.
Oh, put your hand up. Now we're in the beet crop.
is a sugar beet crop here. Clement will start to harvest that at the end of this month. And when it's harvested, he will deliver it to the sugar factory in Carlow and extract the juice out of the beet crop to make sugar.
For all us who have sweet tooths, Jimmy. These are strawberries, are they, Jimmy?
They're strawberries, yeah, you see it's one here.
Jimmy forgot to mention that he gives a lot of young people a lot of summer work. They come here, and actually they come here from, not just from Ireland, but tourists come over here and they pick strawberries, pick fruit, and earn a few bob for themselves for the summer. Many a school child cycle here, maybe 6-7 miles to earn a few shillings for the summer. In the potato crop.
Just standing here in the potato crop. Some of the bare potatoes where potatoes harvested, and these will be harvested over the next few months. But potatoes have a historical significance in this country because of the failure of the potato crop that being caused, which brought such devastation and about 160 years. At that time, there was 8.5 million people living on the island of Ireland, and the effects of the famine were felt in this country until the 1960s, when the population had decreased from the 8.5 million to famine years, approximately 1.2 million people died on the side of the road in this country. There was no other event in the history of this country was of such significance as the famine was in this country.
Thanks, Jimmy. Jimmy, thank you very much for taking the time out to come up and be interviewed, as I say, up here in your lovely town on this blustery Sunday afternoon. Thank you very much, Jimmy. Bye to him.
Bye, Father Hayden, the best of luck to you. Now, Josie, you could do without
Joy was up out there.
Would you have a message from Father Eamonn Hayden? He's going back tomorrow.
Over here, Ambrose and South York.
Just say goodbye and wish him well.
Wish him the best of luck.
Thanks, mate. Would you like to say goodbye to Father Eamonn Hayden? He's heading back tomorrow.
Oh, yes, bye, Father Hayden. Safe journey.
Lovely.
Bye-bye to Father. See him again.
Would you like to say goodbye to Father Eamonn? He's heading back
Bye,
tomorrow.
Father Hayden. Wish you a safe journey.
Thanks. Would you like to say goodbye to Father Eamonn? He's heading off tomorrow. Would you like to wish him well?
Wish you well. Best of luck. Wish for Father Eamonn a safe journey.
Thank you.
Yeah, God bless you. You'll want to later on for all the runners.
Say goodbye to Father Eamonn.
Bye, Father Eamonn. Wish you the best.
Thank you. This video is going up to Zambia, by the way. Would you like to say goodbye to Father Eamonn Hayden?
Bye, Father.
Would you like to wish Father Eamonn all the best on the, back to Zambia? Thank you. Zambia, he's going back to Zambia tomorrow.
All the best, Father.
All the best.
Thank you.
You say all the best, Father. Georgie, you get an extra big prize. You say something, Sarah. Yeah, all the best for Father back in Zambia.
Thank you. Would you like to say goodbye to Father Eamonn? He's heading back tomorrow.
He's in Bennekerry, is he? Well, say goodbye to him. Goodbye, Father Eamonn. All the best. Bye, Father Eamonn. All the best.
Lovely to have had you
All the best.
for the few
Right,
weeks.
Josie.
Lovely.
I have. Goodbye, Father Eamonn. A safe journey.
Lovely.
Just want to say goodbye and hope you enjoyed your stay and hope to see you again next year.
Oh, Father, this is the last farewell, so goodbye, safe journey back to Africa. Once again, thanks for everything. Lovely to see you looking so well. And all our fondest regards to all your parishioners in Zambia.
You say goodbye to him.
We wish Father Hayden well in his mission work. He's going back tomorrow. Yeah. Going back to Africa. So, Father Eamonn, from all the people in Tinryland Parish, every blessing, and we wish you well for the coming year, especially in your new ministry of being chaplain to the students in Lusaka.
My Father Hayden, I sincerely hope you had a very enjoyable holiday, and I wish you a very safe journey back on your holiday. After your holiday, Father.
Thank you, Mick.
And we wish you the best of luck. Molly.
Father Hayden, just wish you all the best on your return back to your parish, and wish you send all the best wishes of the people of Tinryland Parish with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lee.